Hello and welcome back to Kitchen Voyeur. Today I don't have a specific recipe, but I have some tips and tricks for you with respect to salt that'll make all your recipes taste better instantly. One of the things I like to do is use about 5 different salts, and that's it. I start with a fine pink Himalayan sea salt, just kind of as my basic salt. And the reason I use this as opposed to just your regular old table salt is because the Himalayan sea salt has, in addition to just your old sodium and your chloride, it has 84 minerals in there, like magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, some of the big ones. And it adds a lot of different flavors that you're not going to get from just regular table salt. Also, regular table salt is processed at 1200 degrees. It has anti-caking agents in it like ferrocyanate and other things that don't sound pretty. So I like just regular pink Himalayan sea salt as my base salt that I start with. Now I have 4 other salts I use for strategically different things. Let's talk about this one first. This is an alder smoked sea salt, and this is kind of my secret weapon. If I don't have time to actually grill something properly or do a real, plank salmon, all you have to do is just sear your salmon in a pan, sprinkle a little bit of this as a finishing salt, and you're done. It tastes grilled, it tastes beautiful. You can do it with grilled vegetables as well. Super secret weapon for fast access to that smoky off the grill flavor. The next salt that I use, and this is probably the one I use the most, this is a rosemary sea salt, and it's imported from Italy. It's the Vignalata. I'll just put a link to this on the site so you can actually see it really clearly, but you can get this in specialty stores and other places. Basically, this is a very pungent sea salt, very pungent rosemary, so it cuts a lot of time because you don't have to go hunting for fresh rosemary because this tastes fresh. So when you're doing that sort of holy trinity of rosemary, sage, and thyme, you can focus in on just having to find the fresh herbs of the thyme, and you don't have to worry about the rosemary. Fantastic. This goes great on beef, broccoli, chicken, you name it. It's just fabulous. And then I have a super awesome trick here. Now, if you are vegan, or you're paleo, strict paleo, or if you're just allergic to dairy, you're gonna love this. This is an Oregon white truffle sea salt, and it doesn't have to be Oregon, but a white truffle sea salt will allow you to cook without butter, but you'll taste like it's butter. I fool people all the time. So again, if you can't do dairy for whatever reason, you can just use olive oil, sprinkle in some of white truffle sea salt, and it'll come out tasting very buttery. Last but not least is a salt from Japan. It's called Damacio, and it's a combination of sea salt and sesame seeds and different sea veggies in there. And this is a wonderful finishing salt. Anytime that you've sauteed some vegetables, if you're at all leaning towards an Asian cuisine, but even if you're not, you can sprinkle some of this on. I want to show it to you so you can see what it looks like. You can see in there, you've got the dark spots are the sea veggies, then there's some salt, and then there's a whole lot of sesame seeds. In fact, the word Damacio is just Japanese for the salt and pepper effect of somebody's hair that's just starting to turn gray. And so that's kind of what you're looking at here. Fabulous. If you use these 5 salts, your cooking is going to go from good to great almost instantaneously. So have fun with that, and do leave us some comments in the comments bar and let us know how this is going.